Hi Lee, what's this Daridorexant?
Hello again, Dr. Brown. From the last video, we know where Daridorexant fits in line with NICE guidance. It should only be used for managing chronic insomnia, which means symptoms that last more than 3 months, and only after a course of CBTi has been completed. Also, Daridorexant is not a long-term treatment. The goal is to induce remission of the insomnia, so the course should be kept as short as possible. This all makes it less of a commitment than some of the lifelong medicines we start for patients, but it's important we get to know it a bit better first. Let's take a look. Daridorexant works by blocking the action of an unusually named pathway that promotes wakefulness called the orexin system. Under normal conditions, orexin activity is high in the daytime and naturally falls in the evening, increasing the urge to sleep or sleep pressure. Research has shown that patients with chronic insomnia don't experience this natural reduction in orexin activity, which made it an interesting potential target for drugs. Older drugs like benzodiazepines were intended to trigger sleep by promoting sedation, but we now know that these drugs cause a lot of problems elsewhere, not just through addiction, but also by reducing the quality of sleep, by negatively affecting the shifts between natural sleep cycles, worsening how people feel in the daytime. Daridorexant hopes to help patients sleep instead by acting further downstream, which the manufacturers are hoping will cause less interference with the sleep cycles, leading to improvements in daytime functioning. Daridorexant comes in 2 doses. Most of your patients will go on 50 mg a day, but if they have moderate hepatic impairment or they're taking drugs that slow its metabolism like CYP3A4 inhibitors, cyclosporin or ciprofloxacin, they'll go on 25 mg a day. It's also really important that we think about other interactions it has. CYP3A4 inducers do reduce Daridorexant activity, and this could reduce its effectiveness. The trials for Daridorexant used multiple endpoints. The primary endpoints were wake time after sleep onset, which is a good measure of sleep maintenance, and the latency to persistent sleep, which is a good measure of sleep initiation. There were several other outcome measures that were also explored in these studies, including improvements in daytime functioning and other parameters of sleep. To me, the results pretty convincingly show an improvement over placebo for the key outcome measures at 3 months. NICE mentioned that there seems to be some uncertainty on whether these benefits persisted at 12 months, and they also noticed that there's no trial data beyond 12 months at the time of filming, so longer term evidence is unknown. The experts also suggested that a treatment holiday may be a good way of assessing whether remission has been induced, but as it stands, there's no clear guidance on this yet. But if we circle back to the key outcome measures, I can draw some attention to the part about these trials that I find utterly mind-blowing, and that's the placebo arm of the trials. Everyone enrolled in the trials had suffered with long-standing insomnia, and they were definitely well-versed in sleep hygiene, and almost all of them will have gone through CBTi courses and still struggled with their sleep. Yet when they were given an inert tablet, the majority saw a decent improvement in their time to sleep onset and their time to waking after sleep onset, and even their daytime functioning. To me, the most important message to take away from this is when we're approaching any treatment for sleep, whether it's sleep hygiene, CBTi, or a tablet, we have to believe that it's going to help. As we steer our patients through different treatments or courses, or go through them ourselves, we'll get a feel for what will work best for a particular patient, and we can tailor our recommendations to them. I do have a favourite technique for helping patients sleep. It only takes a couple of minutes to learn, and it's called the alphabet game, but we'll cover that in another video. See you next time!